We get a little more insight into Yeasley and Prontea's involvement with Hotaina. I hope I'm saying that right. As we get into the 4th episode of the Idaten Deities Know Only Peace. This is my impressions of the episode, so let's jump right into it. So yeah, the episode opens up with pretty much the meeting of the demons again, and they've pretty much established that, yeah, this Renlay that we have no data on has completely wiped the floor with Nickel as well as some other members. And that's when they're kind of getting an idea of, essentially they need to take out these underlings of Ren before they get to the power that is Ren. So essentially they decide to pretty much send several other members, Piscale, Corey, and Neput, to essentially take out Hayato, Paula, and Yeasley, again, before they get strong as Ren is. And it was kind of funny because they're talking about, this Ren lady could come here and just completely wipe us all out, but they're like, no, these Idens, they don't bother with humans. They don't hurt humans. And then sure enough, it cuts to Ren, and she's like, if they're, amongst the humans, I'm going to wipe out this entire kingdom. Where are they at? Let me know where they're at. Which is like, obviously probably a huge shock to them if they knew. But yeah, essentially, Yeasley's like calming her down. Like, no, we can't just wipe them out. We essentially, we'll get with Prontea. Prontea will let us know where these demons are at. And then we can take them out specifically because we don't know if they might escape. So this kind of leads Yeasley to essentially keep Ren at bay for at least a week so that they can figure out exactly who the demons are, so they can basically just focus those specific demons. So he's taken the head of Nickel, and along with Paula and Hayato, all the way to go to see Prontea, which we find out Prontea is not a huge fan of Ren, even though Ren has trained him for so long. He is, basically terrified of her. Like, just the name of Ren just puts him into a huge panic. That's when we find out he's been experimenting a lot on these kind of evolutions of the Eden's abilities, specifically, as we kind of know before, is this magic that he's able to create. The magic doesn't seem to be too useful, but it seems to be a lot of focus in this episode about how he can use magic, even for Hayato's like, this is nothing. What are we doing? Why do you keep using this magic on me? But even still, Prontea is like physically still a lot more stronger than Hayato. As they have like a little practice match while Yeasley does his research, he says, Prontea, you might want to go ahead and just train with Hayato for a little bit while you're waiting. During this time, essentially the Zobel Empire has realized that these body parts are being stolen from them, the demons, and are being taken somewhere to research. And so they immediately assume that it is the Hotaina kingdom that they're taking it to use the humans to research it. So they basically go there to try to find Hayato, Yeasley, and Paula, in which they end up finding Yeasley, specifically early on. And Pescalet ends up going to attack him, and he pretty much uses his power to knock out the lights, and now they're, again, head-to-head. On the same time, while Prontea is training with Hayato, Corey and Neput end up confronting them, so Pascale, kind of realizing which one's stronger, basically divides them, lets Hayato and Paula fight Corey as he fights Neput. So it's going to be interesting. The next episode is really going to kind of show us, again, if these demons are going to be worth a dang. like I mentioned before, Ren really made the demons out to be very useless at this point. So it kind of emphasized this idea there being a better threat than just the Zobel Empire that we're going to get into. This episode kind of brought down Yeasley as a bad guy quite a bit, as we kind of really do get a clear vision of him seemingly wanting to get rid of the demons. He doesn't just want the Zobel Empire to be wiped off the map. He could have let Ren just destroy them, but he is concerned about, I guess, the innocents. And that kind of keeps true to what I was saying, is that essentially Ren did assign Prontea to watch over the world itself. So essentially watch the humans. And in Yeasley meeting, I'm guessing meeting Prontea, they both gained a love for the humans, I'm guessing. Prontea likes to watch them, likes to get involved in the things they do. It shows him playing, with some remote control cars, RC cars, and then he figures out things about it and says, I've learned all I want to learn, I'm done. So it does seem like Prontea does like things of humans. He likes playing video games, it kind of points out. So he does like the humans. Yeasley, obviously, from the very beginning, we've seen that he loves the knowledge of humans. He's reading books and learning about them. So they both obviously want to retain humankind. And so even if the Zobel Empire has demons amongst them, Yeasley does not want them wiped off the map. He wants the demons wiped off the map. So it's still kind of keeping him in the area of he wants to protect humans. He wants to do things that essentially all the Idetens want to ignore, which is the human conflict. So, I don't know why that involves him in experimenting with demons and all this kind of stuff. Obviously, it seems like he still wants to, I guess, create a force that will keep that peace amongst the world itself while not harming humans. So, we'll see where that goes from here, but still a pretty solid episode overall. We did find that Obami apparently, while this one researcher was a part of the Zol Empire, noted that Obami was like the only researcher that they cared to give any kind of credit to, and he was mostly focused on cloning and vitro fertilization. So obviously trying to help the demons to procreate and, multiply. So that was interesting. We also get to an idea that Hayato has gotten stronger, significantly stronger, and usually kind of believes that it's probably because of his defeat. It kind of boosted him up. At first, I was kind of thinking it would be a thing like because the demon sent all of its tentacles through him and through his entire body. Maybe there was some kind of merging that was happening. But it seems like easily is pushing more on the idea that it was just the fact that he was defeated. Really did kind of power him up and bolster his resolve and his strength. Yeah, we'll see where this goes. Like I said, Yeasley versus Pascalet. Pascalet seems to be able to control her hair and use them like blades. Yeasley, we don't really know too much about him, but he did use some kind of ability that caused a huge shockwave, which it could be, again, magic, like he's experimenting with Prontea currently. At the same time, Hayato and Paula basically going against Corey. Haven't really shown much of Corey and what he can do, but we'll see in the next episode. It does seem like Nephoot is able to at least throw a boulder or maybe control a boulder, so it may just be pure strength or not. We'll see, but yeah, Prontea and his magic stuff, I hope... I'm really curious where they're going to go with that, because it's really kind of downplayed the usability of the magic. Like, it's not really doing much. It's not burning people. The freezing doesn't really seem to hold much, but we'll see if it's something that can be evolved over time just to kind of give a little bit extra interesting twist to the Idetens and what they can do. But yeah, that's my thoughts on episode 4 of the Idaten Deities Know Only Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, leave a like down below. Comment, let me know what you thought of the episode. Subscribe if you haven't already. Consider supporting us on Patreon if you can, and y'all take care.